Hello everybody! Welcome! I guess the mic's here, the webcam's up there, I don't know who to talk to. I figured if I was just going to keep trying to get prepared until I was comfortable starting, I would never start. And you guys would be wondering where the fuck this live stream was going to be. So, I'm just kicking it off. Right now, I am on like step 0, which is to sterilize, sanitize the equipment that will be touching the beer after it's done cooking. Because at that point, if there's any germs in the containers or the equipment, they'll get into the beer, they'll eat up all of the delicious nutrients, and then instead of warm, delicious ale, I will have fucking salmonella, salmonella juice. Oh, I've never done this before. I've done, you know, like 300 fucking videos on YouTube and a whole shit ton of live streams, but I've never done like a long-term vlog like this, where I'm actually doing something interactively that is not a game. So hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be interesting, different for sure. So if you're here, thanks for tuning in. I will try my best to pay attention to what happens over here. My question is, yeah, actually, there's no reason that I can't actually turn on, you can see on my bald head for now if you'd like, no reason I can't turn on the speakers. So let me go ahead and try that here. Bing, yes. Except that it's so fucking soft, I can barely hear it. So maybe if I put this all the way up and desktop audio is at 100. Hopefully that means if somebody subscribes or donates, I'll hear it loud enough that I can run over and say, find out who it was. But I don't actually know that. So before we get started, the usual thing I need to do is hop on a Discord, let people know that we're streaming, and copy and paste that to a bunch of other people. Oh man, there's going to be a shit ton of looking at my bald head tonight, isn't there? That's going to be most of the night, I think. Alright, let's drop it over. Oh shit, I hope I didn't just post that in the wrong... No, that was general, that's fine. And do this one here, and we'll do fit as well. Again, general, not like the rules channel. Dumbass. Okay, cool. We should be ready to rock then. And there's the chat there. Hello, Drew Wells. Thanks for the $5 pre-stream donation, dude. I appreciate that. We got Gibbous. Hello. Who's that in the window? Nice. Connor McKnight. What you doing, Doc? Well, what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to make beer. I've never done this before. I got this for Christmas. A home brewing kit. All-in-one complete home brewing kit. So I'm going to try it out. It's super complicated. And it should take about 2 to 3 hours altogether. So I'll be here till probably 11 o'clock. This is actually a piece of garbage plastic, so I'm just going to go throw that in the trash. Oh, hey, I did hear it. Whoever just did a thing. I heard it, but I didn't see it. Fuck. What did I miss? I ran over there, I heard it. I didn't see it. Poop. Oh, you know why I didn't see it? Because I don't have it. I don't have the browser hooked up here. Let's go ahead and add that. Browser. Add YouTube alert widget right there. Okay, and then that should pop up whenever somebody does any donating or subscribing. Beer, bald, just like in the old SpongeBob movie. Okay, so here it is. So for starters, I have to sanitize everything. Anything that touches the beer after it is done cooking. And what that includes is an airlock, some racking tube, a stopper thing here. It's like a plug for the top that the tube goes in. All of that is not, I'm not boiling it. It's in some kind of chemical mixture that is supposed to sanitize it, kill all the germs, so it's warm water. I'm also supposed to sanitize this. This is the fermenting jug. This is the last thing that I'll be doing tonight, because then it has to sit there for like 3 weeks. That's going to be a little bit harder because the cleaning stuff is in here, and I need to get it in here. So I may have to go grab a funnel while we're working here. Okay, I think we're on to step 1 then. Step 1
Making the wort. Heat 4 quarts of water to 163 degrees Fahrenheit. While the grains are mashing, heat 5 quarts of water in different kettle to 180. Fuck. That is a part of the problem. Because I'm using a kettle to sanitize. So let me start. This is my bigger one. 4 quarts is a gallon. And that holds just over a gallon. This is a bigger one, so I should use this for the 5 quarts. So I'm going to have to stop the sterilizing there and put it somewhere better. I guess actually all the stuff that's in there is probably fine now. It's been sterilizing for a while. I just need to find a place that I can put it that will be, for lack of a better word, safe. I think I'll use this. This is a clean... You can even see me? No, you can kind of see me out there. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and I'm going to leave the... I'm already having problems. It's going to be fun and great. Toss that over there. I'm going to leave the thermometer over here. That I probably don't even need to sterilize. I just wanted to see it working. I've got an electric thermometer. They gave me a glass one that I can use, but then I have to fucking constantly check it. This one has an alarm, so if it goes above the temperature it needs to be, it'll beep beep at me, and then I can fix it. Okay, so let's assume, wink wink nudge nudge, that all these internal pieces and bits have been successfully sterilized. And I have to empty this out like by shaking it. Fucking airlock. I should probably shake it into the sink here. It's flying everywhere. Feels kind of soapy from the sterilization bath. We're going to put them in there. Okay, and I've got the racking tube here. That's going to go over here as well. It's all clean, and that'll dry a bit while we cook, which is good. Then I'm going to try to pour that into this. Now, I don't think I have a funnel in the kitchen, so I'm going to have to grab one of my wife's crafting funnels. I'll be right back. They're not even in the camera anyway. Best live stream ever. DoctrZombie walks off camera for 5 minutes. Alright, just give that funnel a quick rinse there. Already problems, right? Haven't even gotten started. A lot of people in the chat. I can't quite see it right now. Alright, so I'm going to move this to the sink. I'm going to pour the super hot water with the sterilization stuff into the funnel, which will fill up the fermenter slowly through the funnel and sterilize the inside of it, which is really the important part here. Nobody cares if the outside is sterile. I may need to add some water to have it go right up to the top, especially because a portion of this just fucking missed entirely. Oop. Let's put some hot water in there. Yeah, this is a little different tonight, so if you're waiting for a video game, not gonna happen. What's everyone drinking tonight? I'm on my 10th beer. Holy shit. Maybe move the paper away from the oven. Yeah, it's not on right now. I will when I turn on the oven. Definitely not going to do that. I'll move the instructions somewhere else before I start cooking. Alright, that should overflow the fermenter. Perfect. Alright. That'll sterilize the fermenter, which is probably the most important thing to be sterilized, honestly. So that's good. Okay. Let's rinse this out real quick here. Which I kind of already did, but I don't want any chemicals in there that might kill the yeast or anything else that might, you know, negatively react with that. I need 1 gallon, 4 quarts. Let me load that up. see here. This is going to be just shy of 8 cups. Let me get a little more in there. That's about 8 cups. This is the first half gallon. I'll move this over here. Put this in the front. And start that on high till it gets really hot. We don't want to get it too hot because that'll kill some of the flavors. According to the instructions, I don't fucking know. I'm just guessing. And it's a little bit high. Let me drip some of that off. And then the rest in here. Alright. That is 4 quarts or 1 gallon of water that we're going to start cooking up. We want to get that to 163 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if I take my little electric thermometer here, I can set the alarm. 163. Just drop that right in there. Temp alert on. It's currently 107, 111, 115. It's going up pretty fast. Okay. Well, that'll get where we need it to be soon. So, once it gets to 163, we move the paper away. Remove kettle from burner, add the malt or grains directly to the kettle. This is called mashing in. Stir the grains to ensure there are no dry packets. Test the temperature of the mash at a couple locations. Your target temperature is 149 to 152. Add a little cool water if too hot, or place back onto the burner and heat if too cool. While adding heat, careful not to burn the grains by stirring gently while heating. Once you set the temperature, place the lid on the kettle. So I'm going to need the lid. Important. That is not the lid. That is too big. That's the lid. Okay. We're at 142 already. So I think high might not be the right temperature there. We'll put it at 6. Just want to slowly ease into it there. Alright, let's take a look at all the chat here. Weird guy saying move the paper away and then or the top part. Kodiak up arrow. That's not much beer in the end. No, it's just 1 gallon. Just buy some beer. It's much easier. Yeah, but I want to try making it. This is a craft for me. Plus, if I enjoy doing it and I enjoy the taste of the beer, then I can make other beers. Has anyone made beer on YouTube? Lots of people. In fact, there's like a whole Twitch channel called Acquisitions Intoxicated for Penny Arcade where they just make beer. Doc dies on stream, gone wrong. Check back after I get back from making alcohol that's already made in the kitchen. Nothing like making meth or beer in the kitchen. Nice. When do you add the crystals, if you know what I mean? Hey, Jacoby, welcome. Caustic soda, is that the... caustic soda? Is that the sterilization stuff? Okay. Remove kettle from burner, add the malt and grains. So I need to get the malt and grains. Here they are. Somebody fucking walked off with my scissors recently. I don't know if they just put them in the wrong fucking drawer or what, but they used to be in this drawer in the corner, and they're not. I don't know where my fucking scissors are. I don't even know where I saw my scissors last. I'm raging. So I have to use like a fucking knife as a pair of scissors to cut stuff open. I had them today. That's what makes me so mad. I'm so mad. Alright. Here is the malt. What we're going to be doing is, once that's cooked, moving it back. Here, I can light this up so you can actually see that a little better maybe. And then adding this to it, and then stirring it constantly. I'll probably stir it with like the thermometer. Because that'll get down there to test the temperature. Okay, cute.
Once I have set the temperature, set the timer for 60 minutes, stir the mash every 10 minutes, and test the temperature at several points. If necessary, add heat. Do not exceed 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Try to keep it between 149 and 152. While the grains are mashing, heat 1 gallon of water in another kettle to roughly 170 degrees. I'm assuming that's the step up top while it says while the grains are mashing, heat 5 quarts of water. But 5 quarts is not a gallon. 4 quarts is a gallon, so I don't know what the fuck they actually want. And it also says 180, not 170. I have noticed that this instructional packet does contradict itself on multiple occasions. So I am not sure what to think. It smells like corn, honestly, like dried corn. No, it smells like hamster food. It smells like hamster pellets. Here, maybe I can hold that up and down. Look at this. It's like ground up hamster food. Ugh. Hope it tastes better than that. Malt. Alright. We're at 159. We have to bring it up to 163 in order to, when we add the malt there, to get it at the right temperature. So we're really close. Going to be there soon. This seems like the right number, 6. That's beer, question mark. That's part of it. We also have some other stuff that we have to add later. Stuff I'm sure you're more familiar with. So those are the grains. That's like what gives the beer its, I don't know, beeriness. Well, that's 163. Okay. That's great. Yep, shut the fuck up. Jesus! God damn. Now we're going to turn off the burner, move it back here, and then add the grains. Yeah, we also have hops and yeast, which are in these little white packets here. They get added later. Alright, there we go! That's a lot of hamster food. Fucking dust everywhere, too. Holy shit, you can probably see that on the camera. Alright, now, I thought that would settle to the bottom. I may have to stir it to get it to do that. What I'm going to do with my phone, which is under there, there we go, is I'm going to set a 10-minute timer, and I'm going to set a 60-minute timer here, so I know when I've done the full cook. 10 minutes, start. Stir this up and then check the temperature. Oh yeah, there's like a big lumpy bit at the bottom, and there's a bunch of shit floating at the top. That's probably not what we need. It's probably like casings for whatever grain is being used here. Alright, now, I gotta make sure that it's at the right temperature, because we don't want to burn it, we don't want to overcook it. We want it to be perfectly delicious. According to this shitty thermometer, which I'm holding upside down like an idiot. Fucking dumbass. Let's put that in there. 107, 116, going up, going up, going up. Obviously, dumbass, McDumbass Stan. The red part goes down. Fuck, I'm an idiot. 151, 152. Our target temp is, what again? 149 to 152. Add a little cool water if it's too hot, or place back on the burner and heat if it's too cool. So 153 here. And this one here says 145, still climbing a little bit. It's going to get to 150 soon. That one's lower, which is kind of a... Yep, I put it lower into the actual grains, and it dropped down to 153. 152. That's perfect. It's staying at like 151, 152. Okay, so, awesome. The directions have been good to me so far. Now it said, I think, pop that lid on it while it's at the right temperature, and every 10 minutes, check it again, because the temperature's going to drop a bit. Alright, when adding heat, be careful not to burn the grains by stirring gently while heating. Once you set the temperature, place the lid on the kettle. Perfect. Alright, so while that's going, I'm supposed to make some more hot water.
Another gallon, I think. I think I'll go with a gallon. You know what? Why don't I split the difference and do a gallon and a half? Or 1 gallon and 1/2 quart. So an extra 2 cups. Because it said it's either 4 quarts or 5 quarts, depending on which direction I'm reading. So I'll do 4.5 quarts. That way I get the best of both worlds. Make sure I light up the right burner. Alright, that's perfect. And then I'll do 2 more cups. That's a little more than 2 cups. Still a little bit too high, but after this I can drop it in there. Perfect. Alright, let's wash off our 2 thermometers, just because I don't want any contamination to go on. Although, to be fair, I'm going to be dipping them back in the other one in a minute anyway, just to check in 6 minutes. In 6 minutes I'll be dropping it back in the first pot. By the way, I forgot to ask if everybody can hear me okay. I turned the microphone like up to 90 or 85% and made sure that it was picking up correct in OBS. There's no game volume to compare it against, so you guys can boost your YouTube volume as loud as it'll allow, your computer volume, so there won't be anything else, so whatever's comfortable. But if for some reason you can't hear me or I fade out at certain points, let me know. I'll try to fix it. Alright, what do we got? Don't boil it over, Doc. Nope, should be good. It's not boiling now, it's cooling. This one is. So it actually isn't going up. It's the front burner that's hot. Is your house haunted? I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if the last owner died in it, but he definitely died. we definitely bought it from somebody whose grandparents used to own it, you know what I mean? So it's possible. Jacoby says, I love this. I hope it turns out delicious and Doc has an older stove. Wow. Have seen one of those anywhere else besides my grandparents. Yeah, my wife hates this stove. This was here when we moved in. We just moved in August, so we haven't even been here a year, but she hates this stove. She does not like these... I just touched the hot burner like an idiot. She doesn't like this style of burner. She doesn't like gas either. She prefers the flat tops, which are newer. If the fucker, the douchebag McFuckistan, who took my money and did not, in fact, give us the new kitchen that we asked for, would have replaced the countertops. First, I would have more space, and the counters would look nicer, and they'd be cleaner, and all sorts of fucking shit. I have a fucking dishwasher, but no, he's an asshole who took my money and ran. So we're trying to get a new one, and I'm also trying to get my money back by reporting him to the Better Business Bureau, and my lawyer was going to cost more per hour than I wanted to get back in money, so it wasn't worth doing. Yeah, my parents have a gas stove, and that's way older than this thing. Had a gas stove. My mom moved down here with us, and that was just ancient. Oh, man. So for those who don't know, this is the part that actually starts to bring the alcohol out of the grain, which you then filter later. Thank you so much, Chop. I appreciate the information. The hops, I guess, is what gives it its flavor, and the yeast eats the sugar so that it tastes more bitter and alcoholic. I'm not really sure. The yeast and the hops, I think, are mostly for flavor, but somebody else can help.
Yeah, I've gone down to a brewery down in St. Louis, says Jacoby. Yes, it is good. Connor says we can hear you okay. That's good. Awesome. A-okay, actually. Chop, that's not right, says Drew Wells. Uh-oh. Argument about the beer. I don't know. Needs more hops. That will be later. The yeast turns the sugar in the grain into alcohol. That's what I thought. I thought that's what created the actual alcohol. I thought this was for the flavor of the beer. So the type of grains you put in it is how it tastes. Someone insert the rant about Mr. Asshat. New stove and everything. Nice. Nice, Jacoby. Brings it out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, brings out the sugar from the grains. That makes sense. Brings the sugar out of the grains so that the yeast has something to eat, which then turns into alcohol. Cool. No, that makes sense. Science, everybody. Super exciting. With all the time that we have to wait in between. Looks like this is now way hotter than it needs to be. So let me pull this off the burner for a bit. Because this, we're not going to need this until, if I'm right, 50 more minutes from now. But it was nice to have it kind of ready. But I think I can just turn the burner off and let it sit at this point. Because I don't know what I think I drip this into that to keep the grains out and to put the good stuff in. I think. I'll figure it out. There's more instructions. I'll have plenty of time to go over them. Did you guys catch the Sea of Thieves live stream last night? Holy shit, that was so much fun. Oh, man. My son wanted to watch it today. He started watching it. I started swearing. I started thinking maybe my son shouldn't be watching me swear and play Sea of Thieves. But I had such a great time. We only fought 2 different pirate ships. But both of those battles were really fun. They were against other sloops, so we had a chance. And we definitely lost. We did not, per se, win either battle. We got a lot of holes in one, and then they left when they figured we didn't have any loot, but they actually missed the skull because it was basically covered in water. But they killed us several times. We didn't take their ship. We barely hit it with cannons. Fuck, I want to play it so bad now. Oh, if I didn't have a shit ton of stuff to do this weekend, I'd be playing it all the time. But there's a Splatoon Splatfest I'm supposed to do for my wife tomorrow. I gotta run my kids around town. One of them has a birthday party to go to, and I'm gonna try to set up the swimming pool because it's getting to be hot down here, down south. So unfortunately, not much more Sea of Thieves. I do tentatively have a live stream for Saturday night. That's tomorrow night planned, which is gonna be fun. So definitely stay tuned to the Discord. If it becomes official, I'll make an official announcement. Repeat. That'll give us 10 more minutes. All right, let's check this thing. So, pop this off. Give it a little shaky shake. Put it here where it won't be hot. And we'll check the temperature at a couple different locations. So, don't want to burn the wires. First, give it a little stir because we don't want it to get too stale. Actually, I'm supposed to only stir it when I'm adding heat to keep it from burning. We need to stay... Oh, it smells better now. Bitter, certainly. 149 to 152 is where our goal is. And this is reading 152 exactly. Oh, it's going up a bit. 153. I may want to add some cold water in. But... it's not terrible. This here is saying 146. And that's saying 154. So one of them's saying it's low and the other one's saying it's high. I trust the electronic one more than I trust the red mercury one here. This is saying 149 now, so that's better. 152. I tell you what. I think it's probably okay. If anything, it's 1 degree hot, and I'm not going to fret about a single degree. In fact, I think it specifically says, like, if it gets to... it doesn't really say. It says if it's over 152 to add some. But literally, it's talking about 3 degrees, 149 to 152. I think it's good. I think we're going to keep it there, 153, 152.
down to 149. It's all in the right area. So definitely working out. And we've got 47 minutes left to go, basically. Pop this off, DoctrZombie 2018. Oh, man. Weird guy's going to be popping in and out. Sure, no problem, man. I get it. I figure you guys are probably just going to leave this on in the background while you're having fun playing games and shit. But if you're just watching this, it could get boring. You're literally watching pots boil. But thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I really having a good time so far. I don't know. I may have to drag a chair in after like half an hour of standing on my feet. Oh man, Doc the Science Guy, stream the Splatfest. I could if the thing that I'm hoping happens falls through, then I may stream the Splatfest until I hit that magic number. And do something else after, either, you know, Quiplash or Bed Wars or RimWorld or maybe even more Sea of Thieves, whatever I'm in the mood for. Fuck, I'm in the mood for Sea of Thieves, but whatever people are willing to watch. But I don't know. My wife's like, you got to do this for me. You got to do this Splatfest. I want the points. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's Saturday. I got a ton of shit to do. And she's like, well, when the kids go to bed. And I'm like, I don't want to play Splatoon when the kids go to bed. I want to do live stream. I didn't tell her that, but fuck, she's going on vacation. She's having fun out in Nashville right now. And I'm like, you know, hey, if you're doing that, then I think I can be excused if I don't get you all the points during the Splatfest. But I'll try. I'll see what I can do. If I get it done during the day, then I don't have to worry about it at night. Hey, McNeo. Yes, this is a meth lab. This is all my meth. So, all right, cool. Some would wish. Oh no, leave. I love watching brewing. I'm going to take my motorcycle skills test tomorrow. Awesome, Drew. Sounds good. Doing that now in Call of Duty World War II. Nice. I haven't played World War... I think I played, like, the demo. No, it was, like, free for a weekend. I played World War I, COD World War I for a weekend when it was free. And it looked really good. I was really excited about it, but it's not... I don't buy almost any games full price. Like AAA price. $60 is fucking insane. The only reason I have Sea of Thieves right now is because I'm renting it, kind of, through the Xbox Live Game Pass. Which I'm really just postponing the inevitable, because if I do like it, I'd like to get it, I'd like to own it, but it's not going to get any cheaper. So, or at least not in the short term, so I'm just paying for it first and then paying for it later again. But there's other games in the Game Pass too that we play. Not many, but I could, in theory, play more. Keeping myself hydrated with water. Mostly because I don't want to impair myself at all when I'm cooking in the kitchen with careful chemistry shit. So I don't want to be like I was after 2 of those amazing beers last night. Got up to go start a Bed Wars game and I was like, oh shit, I'm drunk. Not even like buzzed, I'm drunk. Slept great though. Holy shit. The wife is gone and you are still wearing pants. Well, I had to get some on for the live stream. Actually, my mother was over almost the entire day because I had to work from home. So somebody had to watch those fucking kids. And so she came over nicely to do that for me. So I had pants on all day. If you're a dad, you have pants on, man. You gotta fucking do stuff all the time. I mean, today, even though I was supposed to be working from home, I drove a kid to school, I went to Walmart, I, made lunch and dinner for the kids. It's like I spent 4 hours of my work time doing housework shit. I bought what do you call it? Potting soil, because my son had some seeds that were sprouting that he had from like a science experiment, so I had to buy some potting soil and some seed containers and put those in. And hell, while I'm doing that, why not buy a few packets of tomato seeds and eggplant seeds and try to grow a garden, because why the fuck not? So yeah, it's just Dad life. Oh, God. So now I'm making beer. That's how I make up for all the bullshit I had to deal with today. What the hell ever happened to the kitchen remodel contractor guy thing? He fucking ripped me off and then left. So, yeah, legal problems. He never came to do the kitchen. Kept saying he was going to. Kept lying about it. Didn't show up. So I called my lawyer. My lawyer said... Well, my lawyer sent him a letter saying, we will sue you if you don't do this by Friday. We will get our money back, and we will hold you responsible for any difference in cost from the next person we hire. Which, of course, implies that we're going to hire the most expensive person possible, you fucker. And he still didn't do the fucking kitchen. And so I was like, okay, how much is it per hour? And my lawyer said $300 per hour. And I said, that's not going to work for me, because that's essentially what we're out now. He took $550 of my money and did about $200 worth of plumbing work. Probably less. I'm being generous. So if they worked for 1 hour to get me my money, I would get $50 back. And honestly, this guy's such a douchebag, I don't even understand how they would get the money. Like, they're not going to punch him in the eye and take his wallet, which is what I think it's going to take. So I reported him to the Better Business Bureau, and I left a bad review on a app called Nextdoor, and a bad review on his Facebook page for his business. So he took the entire page down. It's not like he deleted my comment and banned me. He removed his Facebook business page. Who fucking does that? A guy who's ripping everyone off. But every profile picture I can see of this guy, he's actually doing kitchen work. And it's not like a stock photo with him photoshopped with, like, you know, people. It's him doing the job. So what the fuck? Why is my kitchen different? Why did you have to decide that you're going to retire and screw me over on your way out? Fuck you. I'm so pissed. Ugh. $300. I'd be less angry if someone broke into my house and stole $300 than this guy who I have been raging all night long for. That sounds sexual, but it's not. I'm just angry. Oh, what else is going on here? Real dads don't wear pants. Quit defending pants, they're overrated. Judge Judy motherfucker. Yeah, grief his house. I do know where he lives, but right now I'm trying to keep everything legal so that if the Better Business Bureau does threaten him with something that he actually cares about, I don't know that they can, maybe he'll cave. If not, if they come back, you know, literally it takes fucking... Oh, hold on. I'll continue this in a minute. Alright. Pop the top. Drip some of this fluid back in. And check the temperature in a couple locations. We are still looking for somewhere between 152 and 149. And let's get the temperature up here. So, yeah, if the Better Business Bureau comes back in 2 weeks, which is about how long this bullshit takes, and says, well, there's nothing we can do, he's just not paying you, and we can't really do anything other than mark him as a bad business, which, if he's out of the business, he doesn't care about. Then I go to phase 3, which is calling him and demanding my money, and I don't have any threats left, like, other than, oh, no, there is one more thing I can do. Small claims court. Because I think if he doesn't show up for small claims court, they can arrest him, which is what I want. Go to jail, you fucker. Alright, I got 150 on that. This one's low. It's like 142.4. I think I may have to add a little heat. So let me stir this up here. And 148. Yeah, so we're losing a little bit of heat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back burner on just a little bit and put it on like a 5 for a couple seconds here to heat it up. And it says, you know, stir the grains a bit while you're heating it. And we're just going to try to get it back up to 152 or close to it. I'll stir this around. Exciting! I had to do something. Add a little heat. Let me actually just... That works. shit! It got stuck in the clamp. Fuck. Dumbass. There we go. Pull it over here. 150, 151. Yeah, it's going up slowly here. That one's at 151 as well. Stir these around a bit. 149 there. 152 there. So I think I'll shut the heat back off and give it a good stir to keep the grains from burning on the bottom. Actually, it does smell a little bit burny right now, but that's probably just the smell of the grains boiling in there. It smells like I'm making a really weird soup. See, now this one's 145, where it's at now, and the other one's dropping as well. Wait, I'm sorry. Am I not reading this right? No, it's 150. Yeah. Yep. 152 there, 146 there. Now let's bring the temperature back up again. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oof. A lot of text there about what's going on here. Crackheads are crafty these days. I'll do your kitchen for free. Drew Wells. It's not illegal if you don't get caught, but motive is a bitch. BBB is pay to play. If he has an A+ rating, he donates. I don't even think he's registered with the BBB, honestly. I don't even know if he has a fucking contractor's license. We didn't do enough background checks on this guy. Basically, we got him recommended to us. Somebody said, oh yeah, he's great. You know, he did our kitchen. It was really nice. And honestly, at this point, I'm assuming anybody that says this guy did a good fucking job is in a conspiracy. So this one's reading like 158, and the other one's saying 149. Not sure what's going on. I'm assuming it's because it's actually touching the bottom of the pot, which is heating up the thermometer, and this one here is wider at the bottom, so it gets more of that heat. But the actual... Something from outside. The actual grains are probably closer to 152. All right. Let's take it out. That's about as good as we can do it. Fuck, it went on the floor again. Shit. All right. I'll just put that over here again. All right, I'm gonna reset my timer here since I just spent 10 minutes messing with it, and it's already, or 5 minutes. So there's only 5 minutes left there. All right. Back to the text. The chat. Chop says DM me his address. Put a lien on his business. Not sure how to do that. Don't put thermometer on the bottom of the pot. You'll get a bad reading. Hey, we figured it out, McNeil. Everyone's upping that. No metal to metal contact with thermometer. I hear the thunk, so I know you are. LOL. Smells burny. How's the beer going? It's going. We don't need any backseat brewers here. No, we do. I need help. Nothing to do with brewing. You just don't make contact with thermometer. Doc, don't look. There's an old man behind you. No, that's me. I'm the old man. Yeah, nah, I think you guys might be right. I think it might actually be a little too cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on like a 3 and take the lid off, and instead of tapping the bottom, I'm just gonna hang this in here until it hits the temperature I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set it for 150. So I'm gonna keep the heat on till it hits 150, hanging like that. And I'm gonna stir this around and see what the rating is on that too. No, I'm not touching the metal, and this is saying it's 160. Not touching the bottom of the pan. So that's bad. Why are they so off? No, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the fucking Celsius. No, it wasn't saying 160, it just said 60 Celsius. No, this is better. No, it's about 142. Okay, so yeah, I do need to add some heat here. Otherwise, it's not going to get all the flavors out, all the sugar. Okay, good. Nope, we're adding some heat. That's what we should be doing. Let's get that up there quick as we can.
Poison mead. Watching on PC now instead of Xbox. A-box, it says. I can get him messed up. All I need is an address.
I do have his home address. My wife stalked the crap out of him on Facebook back when we started noticing problems. And so she's got his address. She's got his wife's Facebook, his children's Facebooks. She knows their names. Okay, that went up really fast because I touched the bottom. Oh, I gotta stir it a bit more. I don't want them touching the bottom if it's that hot. Up in the air, it's just under 149. It's about 148. This one here says 144. Off to the side. $146. Maybe it was too cold earlier. I'm glad we didn't try to cool it down. But I don't think it was too cold because it hit that 160 mark pretty fast. There we go. In the middle, 151. Got it. And we'll turn the heat off, put the lid on, wait 10 minutes. Cancel, start. Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, my next step is trying to take this guy to small claims court. If the BBB doesn't work, which I don't think it will. They seem powerless. So small claims court is next. I got to figure out how to do that, and I'm going to wait like a week till things have calmed down a bit. Small claims court can only revoke a driver's license if they don't appear and don't pay. And of course, if they don't appear, you win by default. So not a lot you can do there. Yeah, I don't know what they can do down here. I did see somebody, like I was, for whatever reason, just browsing the Facebook hole. I ran into the local police department's like most wanted list. And one of the people on their list had a charge of being paid to work and failing to show up or something like that. That was an actual crime that they were booked for. So I don't know. I have no idea. Judge Judy would be a good option. The show pays, not the dude. Except that you gotta fucking get to Judge Judy. So you gotta like fly out there and shit. I don't want to be on Judge Judy. I'd rather lose my $300 than have to do all that shit. Oh god, he was an idiot. Fucking asshole. Drinking water while making beer, what have we come to? Yeah, I mentioned I want to stay sober so that I don't accidentally blow up the house. Waiting for the glass thermometer to break. LOL. I hope not. That would fucking ruin everything. Does that happen often? I mean, for heat. I don't know. Isn't it glass? I don't know if it's glass. I guess it is. Looks glass. Feels glass. Weird. So, 28 minutes left. I should probably check the next steps just to make sure that I stay ahead of the game here. I'm going to pick this up and move it so I don't accidentally set it on fire on camera. Making the wort continued. After 60 minutes, it's time to remove and rinse the grains. Place a fine mesh strainer over another 6 to 8 quart kettle or large bowl. Fuck. Alright, I'll have to see if I have one. I'm sure I got something. Tip to keep most of the grains out of the kettle, place a piece of cheesecloth or a muslin bag over the strainer. So I've got a couple of different strainers. This one here actually fits on top of this, so I thought that would be good, except that I'm using that to make more water. Why the fuck do I use this other water? I'm reading this here to figure it out. Scoop the mash into the strainer and allow the wort to drain into the kettle. Ladle. Oh, okay. So we're going to ladle this water over the wort, the grains, which we will have in a strainer, such as this, with cheesecloth on the bottom. I may use a different strainer. This one is way too small, so actually this is probably my best one. Because the other one I have is fucking plastic, and that ain't gonna work. At least I don't think it will. Yeah, this is probably the best. So we will do that. I'll move this water into a different container first, if I can find one big enough. And then I ladle that water over the strained mash. So, interesting. Scoop the mash into the strainer and allow the wort to drain into the kettle. Okay, so it looks like what I gotta do then is fucking drain this. Right? Drain all the water out of this when I'm done, and then put the mash in here, drip it into there by pouring water on top of it, kind of like coffee. Once we collect the wort, bring it to a boil at 210. When it reaches a boil, it has a hot break and will begin to foam rapidly. Stir and reduce the heat to keep the hot break from boiling over. Once I've got a good rolling boil, not too violent or gentle, add the hops. Now it says, if available, put the hops into a muslin or cheesecloth bag. I have cheesecloth, but I don't have a cheesecloth bag, so I may try to like make one. Just by like folding and rolling it into a certain shape and then clipping it together at the top. Just to try to keep the hops out, because it says if I do that, I'll get less of a hoppy taste. Hops residue into the fermenter. Whatever. So here's the cheesecloth I've got. Fucking cheesecloth. Jesus, fuck. Oh man, I really wish I had my scissors. This is not going to work without them. I'm going to have to go look for them. How much more time do I have here? 4 minutes. Alright, let me take a quick look at the chat here before I run off. Someone said doggo. Ghost dog. Where's the dog? Does someone see a dog? How did you see a dog? No, it's lies. Alright, wow. All the way back up top here. Oh, because I tap on the side of the pan. No, I barely touch it. Oof, we have a pamphlet. Crab revenge calm, give him crabs and ruin his marriage. Wow. Send him a glitter bomb. Doggo, ghost dog. I see doggo. What are the odds of Doc actually saying he doesn't own a doggo? Other doggo, second doggo. So both the doggos showed up? I didn't even notice. Oh my god, there's so much dog chat. Elastic band is good for cheesecloth bag. I don't think I have an elastic band, though, unfortunately. Sterilize the cheesecloth? No, that shouldn't be a problem, because it only has to be sterilized if it's touching the alcohol, the wort, or the beer after it boils. So, because it's going to be here, it'll be fine. It's fine. Alright, what do I got left? 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can find a fucking scissors in this house. I'm sure there's some somewhere. It's tiny craft scissors will have to do. Alright, so I want to layer the cheesecloth on the bottom here. I don't need a ton of it, but I kind of want it to roll over the sides so that I don't have to like worry about it falling in or whatever. Ah, fuck. Shitty craft scissors. God damn it. Alright, so how do I do this? Try not to burn the cheesecloth by putting it on the used to be hot burner. Yeah, I'll just get another layer as well, so I can kind of cover the whole thing. Here we go. There, that should do it. It'll at least cover the bottom. Pull it through here. Cool. That's ready for 20 minutes from now. Did you know the hair on you is upside down? I did! It's been that way for many years. Lost my hair up top long time ago. Gained hair literally everywhere else. Lots of it. He's gone. Don't leave us. Oh, I saw the doggo there on the camera briefly. This is more fun when you program your Raspberry Pi to do the work for you. Yeah, this is like extremely fucking basic. I've seen some pretty advanced shit out there and I don't have none of it. By the way, this all-in-one kit that my wife got me for Christmas does not include any bottling stuff. Like, I don't even have a cap for the fermenter, so I can't just cap it when it's done and be like, look, I've got a growler. Oop. Repeat. No, so once this is all done, if I've done it successfully and I haven't fucked it up too bad, I gotta go out and buy more stuff for bottling. Fucking stupid. Alright, let's, yeah, this is cold now. It's not even, like, warm at all. Alright, let's check the temperature here. That's going up to 147, 148, 149, just hanging on the side. This one here in the middle is going up. It's only at 130 now. 140, that's at 151. Okay. So this one is saying we're at 151, where it's at. And it's not touching the bottom, it's kind of hovering in the middle. This one here is saying 148, 149, 150. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little stir. There we go. And I'm going to let it go for another 10 minutes. I think we are good. Okay. We got 19 minutes left, and then we're going to move on to the next step, which I'm confused and scared about. Oh, boy. This is going pretty quick, mostly because I'm talking to you guys. My super loud fan is next to me, so it sounds just like your regular streams do. Did you get it from DoctrZombie's ExtremelyLoudFans.com? Yes. Nice. Oh, man. So, let's keep this cheesecloth out. I'll put this other half back in here. Use it for next time or whatever else I might need cheesecloth for. There's garbage I can get rid of. Doggo! Hello. This is Rose. Rose is a Jack Russell Terrier / Chihuahua mix, and she's like, I don't know, like 14 years old now, I think. She's getting on in age. She's getting some arthritis. Teeth are falling out. And I think her hearing and her sight are starting to go too. Looking into her eyes doesn't look the way it used to. Oh, puppy. It's also shaking like a leaf because A, she's a chihuahua, and B, she doesn't like being held up here like this, so I'm going to let you go. Off you go, fatty.
Oh, man. Sup, beta calculator. Alpha computer. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Cranking a bush light. It's ice cold. Wow. Looking up here, trying to go all the way back. I'm going to say you might want to reread that. At first I thought you said to save the liquid you drained, but then you said you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't think I actually do need it. I think I was confused. I really do need to reread this carefully. So let's read it word for word here. After 60 minutes, it's time to remove and rinse the grains. Place a fine mesh strainer over another 6 to 8 quart kettle or large bowl. Tip: to keep most grains out of the kettle, place a cheesecloth or muslin bag over the strainer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this water somewhere else. If I have another pot that can handle it, I think I might have a crock pot I can put it in temporarily. Then it says scoop the mash into the strainer and allow the wort to drain into the kettle. The wort must be the liquid that comes out of the mash. So like soaks it up like a sponge and it like really intensifies it. Gently ladle the 170 degree gallon of water over those grains. In essence, you are rinsing the grain to collect as much fermentable sugar as possible. Once you collect your liquid wort, then bring it to a boil at 212. So I guess I don't need this liquid, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get the liquid out of here. Because they're basically, there's pictures included here. They're basically showing, because if I put this too close to the camera, it's just going to go dark. They're basically showing in a kettle with only the mash in it, no water. So here, this is the kettle. You can't fucking see it. No. In the back of that picture is the kettle that's boiling or cooking with the fluid and the mash. Here's just the mash. Where'd the fluid go? It didn't fucking tell me to put it anywhere. Fuck! So I think, because I can't strain it, because if I do that, I'm going to lose them all. No, actually, I guess I could. If I pour it into this while this is in the sink, the water will rush down the sink, the stuff will be left here. If I move it quickly into that pot, it'll start dripping the way it should. And then I rinse it with the water that's currently in that pot that I have to find a new place for. So, what do I have? Oh, God. Nothing good here. Ow. Hello? Yeah, I know what that is. That's not going to help me. I don't think this is going to hold enough. Definitely not. Because it's my next biggest pot, and it's smaller than this one. It'll barely fit that, if that. Honestly, that may be my best bet, is to maybe split that up between that and maybe another pot. Fucking, this is going to look like a meth lab, because I'm going to have all my pots and pans out filled with various amounts of water. Oh, God. Doc's going to Narnia. Practically did disappear. Connor says I should call my wife. Nice. Murder Vader says, yo, we making pancakes? Maybe Rose wants a beer. She probably does. That dog could probably use a fucking ice cold one. Right about now. Yeah, this is something that requires a lot of patience. And I have no idea if it's going to be any good. It could be terrible. But I'm going to give it a try. So, while we are 2.5 minutes away from checking that again, I'm going to check the temperature on this pot. It needs to be 170, But we basically been cooling it for so long that I can touch the pot without any trouble. So I gotta start cooking this up again. Yeah, it's at 136. No surprise there. Yeah, I gotta bring that up to 170, and then I gotta separate it into these littler pots, and then I gotta put the. I'm gonna pour that into that while it's in the sink, then move it on top of this, which is where it actually goes. It like fits right on top of it, so it should drain right into this pot, and then I gotta pour this water here over top of it. I got it. I know what I'm doing. It's just I'm a fucking idiot and didn't realize that I actually need 3 enormous pots. Shit, I only had 2. Oh, man. Just got the fireball out. Time for shots. Nice. I bet there's a YouTube video showing how to do this. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Probably a lot of them, but I should have looked that up earlier. Alpha Computer says, to be honest, I don't think I've ever had a legit Bud. Oh my god, I've drunk a ton of Bud Light. I've had a few regular Budweisers as well. Bud Light is a nice cheap alternative to good beer. It's actually not bad. I mean, I do enjoy it. But there's nothing that will get me drunk in a Bud Light. I could drink 10 of them and get nowhere. And you know me, I'm a lightweight. Kirby Wood! Autism alert. Wow. Alright. Oh, I've been standing for over 40 minutes. And I think I've had enough of that shit. So I'm gonna take a load off. This is the right way to cook beer. By sitting. Some call it piss water, just saying. Yeah, no. Some call it piss water. Some say it's like having sex in a canoe. Fucking next to water. Hi, Rose, come on. No, you're just gonna watch me? You're very confused. Why am I in here talking to myself for hours? Bella, you gonna come on up? Almost. Timer's done. Alright, this will be our last chance to adjust the temperature. Oh my god, guys, I can't believe we're half done. Halfway done. Ish. Alright, let's give it a little stir here. And then check the temp. Okay, I'm actually going to grab this and move it closer so I can actually see it. Put it here now because this is cold. 147. Although that was kind of touching the edges in the bottom. No, 149 in the middle. This guy. 141. Kind of low. This one's at 150 and flashing. Yeah, going up. 149. Let's move some of these grains around. $150, $149. We're good. Let's pop it back on for the last 10 minutes. Now you need to be at 170. And it's at 160 and rising. 165. It's making noise. 168, 169, 170, 171. Alright, let's turn the heat off. And I'll keep it on the hot burner there. Actually, what I ought to do, because it will lose quite a bit of heat when I pour it out. Let me pour it out now. Can I fit it all in this pot? No, definitely not. Oh man, it's so close though. So close. You know how earlier when I said we would make just like 2 extra cups more, so it would be 4.5 quarts? I'm gonna try. I can get a little more in there. I think I'm actually gonna use only what fits in this pot. There, that is close to the rim. We've got less than a cup in here, I think, so I'm just gonna pour it out. Okay. Good enough. Next time we're done, we're not even checking the temperature, we're going right into here. So, gotta make sure this is ready to go. Cheesecloth is in place. We're all set. Boom! Nailed it. No, I'm sorry. That would be dumb. That would actually be fucking wrong. What I'm gonna do... And there. Because I gotta dump out the water. And I'm pretty sure this is sterile by now, so I'm gonna dump the liquid out of the fermenter as well. Go. All clean. Cool. All right, guys, stay tuned. The big exciting part is going to happen soon. In 6 minutes. We're going to pour that out, gather up the the mash, put the mash over this, and then that'll drip wort into the pan, and we'll rinse it with the hot water over there, which I need to keep at about 170. So I'm going to be leaving that thermometer in there since I don't need to monitor the other one anymore. Let's just kind of leave it like that. Perfect. Floating right in the middle. 167, 8, 9, 170. I'm going to change the number here. 170. It's a little bit high. It's like 174. But that's just because it's sitting on a warm burner. It'll probably drip down a bit in the next 5 minutes. We're close. I mean, it's science, but it's not fucking... Nobody's life is on the line, I think. Oh, man. No, I don't like hoppy shit either, McNeil. I like ales. I like pilsners quite a bit. But I don't like IPAs at all. Ugh, gross. Coronas are good. A lot of beer talk tonight. Wonder why. Stella's the hoppiest I'll go, and only if I have to. I like Stella. I don't think it's that hoppy. Maybe that's about the cutoff there. Beer's too weak. You gotta get something more force behind it. Well, I've got fucking... Right up here is where I keep my booze. I've got imitation Jack Daniels because budgetary reasons. And I've got the Captain Morgan size that comes in a plastic container because budgetary reasons. But at least I went for Captain Morgan there. Instead of, oh look, it's a black label that says Benchmark and it's half the price. Walmart brand whiskey. Oh man. Oh god. Alpha Computer and McNeil are arguing over age. Alpha Computer says he's 20 years old and a legal adult. You know, I read something on the internet. I just read the headline and immediately became so enraged that I did not wish to read more. I think it was Washington, D.C. They are trying to get it so that 16-year-olds can vote in the federal elections. 16-year-olds can vote. They can't go to war, they can't drink, but they would like it to be made so that 16-year-olds, the dumbest people on the planet, can vote. So, there's that for you. I hope you're getting angry, like me. Oh, God. It doesn't mean I can't drink beer. I just legally can't buy it or hold it. Nice. Close to the rim, but not a rim job. Ooh, nice, Drew Wells. Nice. Okay. Zipping around here.
Fun fact, actually beer likely dates back to the dawn of cereal agriculture, loosely pinpointed at 10,000 BCE in ancient Mesopotamia, the region of the Southwest Asia currently occupied by Iraq. The cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia. Thanks for the $25 tip, Drew. I heard it, but I don't see it pop up on the fucking screen. What the dick? Why is it being a douche hole? Well, thanks, Drew. Drew says, get some real alcohol. Nice. I will put your alcohol money to good use. I'm going to put this other alert widget here just in case. Fucking stupid. I thought I had this shit figured out and set up properly, but apparently not. Oh well. It's in Super Chat. Everybody can see it in Super Chat. Almost out of water here. 172. That's pretty damn good. 2 minutes from now, it'll be about the right temperature anyway. Gotta get some water. I'm thirsty. All this beer making is making me thirsty. Alright. Yeah, I need that because I want to... The scissors. My wife's crafting scissors because I'm going to need them to open these little baggies. Okay. Oh. I'm a stroke victim times 12 and a heart attack times 9. Weird. 10th times the charm. Drink pure rubbing alcohol for the lulz. Tide Pods, there you go. That's what's full alcohol. Got my sauerkraut and pork roast with mashed potatoes and morel mushrooms. Nice, dude. Tonight I threw a bunch of shit into a crock pot and made like a crock pot version of jambalaya. Uh-oh. That's it. Just as I sat my ass down. It's time. Actually, 35 seconds. Fuck it. 35 seconds. Here we go. So, once again, taking the lid off this. Taking the whole damn pot over here, pouring it into the strainer in order to collect. Whoa, the cheesecloth moved. Shit, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, trying not to burn myself here while I move the cheesecloth back into the right position. Okay, I want to do this quickly because I don't want to lose any of the good work. Alright, we may get some of the grains in there, unfortunately. But that's okay. I hope not. But okay, and then I'll grab this metal thing so I can lift it up just like that. Grab my pot. Pot goes here. Okay, that was only a semi-disaster. It could have been a lot worse. The cheesecloth moved. Some of the grains got underneath it, so they may fall in. They may not. We'll see. But now I gotta take this almost 170. It says 168 now. So let me give it a quick burst of heat and then I'll drip it on top of this into the pan. That then will need to be heated to really give it some oomph. Up to 212. So I will be boiling it. I'm not going to check the heat on that. I'm just adding a little bit and then here we go. Ready! Oh god, we're missing it. Right along the side of the pot because it's practically overflowing. Whoa, don't put too much. Gotta let it fucking drain. Oh man, here's where the disasters happen. Starting with the cheesecloth falling in, because I like should have taped it down or something. Yeah, it's dripping right over the side here.
Sounds like a kettle boiling, but it's just dripping. Smells kind of like oatmeal. A little bit. Man, it's taking a long time to drip through because of that cheesecloth. Don't fucking drip all over my fucking stove. Damn it! I gotta fucking clean it before I wind up making an accident boiling shit. Alright. Put the ends of the cheesecloth in there. They won't drip quite as easily. Clean that off. Let's get this heat on because now there's actually liquid in there to start boiling. Okay. I feel like maybe the strainer I'm using isn't the best because it doesn't have a ton of holes in. So it's taking forever to drip through. That's too much. Alright, well, it's going to take a while to drip through. Why don't I take you guys on a little magic carpet ride here? Here's the current situation. Delicious, flavored, malty beverage is slowly dripping down into here. And you can see, like, I fucked up a bit. And looking underneath the cheesecloth, there were a few grains in there. Probably more if I mess with it, so I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But, yeah, you can't, like, it doesn't fully get over here. The cheesecloth doesn't cover the whole thing. Fuck! I didn't want to use more than 2 because I was afraid that they would layer over each other and it would take forever to drain. But guess what? It's taking forever to drain. I can actually see the mash now. You guys can probably see it too. Past the bubbles here, it's a little easier to see now. Okay, maybe I should move the camera away from the steam. Is the beer almost done? No. This is halfway to the part where I hide it in a closet for 3 weeks to let the yeast eat up all the sugars. Are you of legal drinking age? I'm going to need to see an ID. My ID is up here. There you go. That's the legal drinking age right there. The bald head. I'd have no hair. Yeah. Almost ready to pour a little more water on top of it. That's what it looks like now. It looks like oatmeal, kind of. Let me put this back up top. Okay, and maybe angle this back down. Fuck! How did I have this before? It was so good. Why did I fuck with it? Because I'm an idiot, probably. Oh, here, if I just move that there. That's pretty good. That's about where it was. Basically, yeah. Drew L says, I'm gonna be sick. You need a gimbal. What's a gimbal? Sounds like the time Strike peed on live stream. Yeah. It's going to fall over. You should eat a spoonful of that on stream. Ooh, it's gonna kill me. Alright, let's see if I can fix some of these. Yeah. I feel like the cheesecloth is preventing them from falling down to the bottom where the actual holes are. So it may be okay. Alright, I've got more than half the water in there already. It's time for the next half. We're going to stop it there because it's going to keep it nice and tight. And again, the cheesecloth is optional. They kind of said this will help keep the grains out. I definitely think it's important though, because otherwise you are going to have a shit ton of grains in there. And after this, after the boiling and the hops, we then have to pour it into, we have to cool it down to 72 degrees and then pour the wort through a funnel into the fermenter. Don't worry about foam. It's the only time oxygen is encouraged to help the yeast. Try to minimize the hop and grain residue called trub. Don't worry if some residue gets in the fermenter. This will eventually settle after fermentation. If necessary, top up the fermenter to 1 gallon with clean, purified water. So I may, when I put the... If I see a bunch of grains in the bottom, I might put cheesecloth over the funnel. And then I gotta pour it like really fucking slow into that thing. So that's gonna be interesting. I may... because I have to cool it. So I may... like put the cooled see, this is supposed to be sterilized though. Shit. Oh, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine, guys. It's fine. Everything's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. We'll get some real tasty beer out of it though. How about that? Alright, now that most of the water's in there, I'm gonna bump up the heat on this to high, and then once this all drips down and goes through, we should be almost at 212 and boiling by the time it's all done.
Awesome. Oh wait, that's a valid ID. Have a good day, sir. Gimbal is a mechanism typically consisting of rings pivoted at right angles for keeping an instrument such as a compass or chronometer horizontal in a moving vessel or aircraft. What the fuck does that have to do with this? Just because you don't like the way I was moving the camera around? Free. Okay, I'm actually worried that it's going to get too hot before this whole thing drips down there. And I do not want that to happen. Oh, it's still dripping in there. Kind of looks like beer now. A little bit light. Like Bud Light. Oh man, I was supposed to boil that for fucking ever. Grab this here. So once we collect the wort, bring it to a boil at 212, and then put the hops in. Oh, okay. Interesting. So put 3/4 of the bags of hops in for the full 60 minutes for bittering, and then put 1/4 of the bag in after turning the heat off for aroma. If available, put the hops into a cheesecloth bag. This will minimize how much hop residue transfers to the fermenter. After turning the heat off. Complete the hop additions and turn off the heat. Place the lid back onto the kettle. Everything that comes in contact with the wort from this point on through bottling must be sanitized. That's going to include the funnel that I use. So I will just have to run like super hot water and soap on it, and then rinse it with super hot water because I don't have the I don't have any more of that powder available, except because I need to save some for the stuff I use for bottling. Anyway, okay. 60 minutes, it said. Cool. Alright, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do next. What do we think? Is this all dripped through? Oh shit. That really started it moving again. What the fuck? Must be that the cheesecloth and the grains are like all clogging up most of the holes, so it wasn't moving until I shook it around a bit. Alright. I don't think I'm going to get much more of this. So let's move it over here for now. Boom. Now, we want this to be at 212. So, let's plop that in there and see what we're at now.
178, 180, 186. I do see some grains floating around in there. 183, 182. Let's put it up higher here. Yeah, boiling water will sanitize it. I can do that. That makes sense. Oh, I hear it about to boil. And this thermometer still says 186 for some reason. Steaming my hand. $189, 190, $193, $195, 196, $15 more degrees. Let's go. I gotta make that cheesecloth bag. Fuck. Uh-oh. Not quite. Not quite. Getting there. 199, 200, 202, 4, 5, 205, 206. All right. Let's see if I can cut the hops open while I get those last couple degrees there. Bring it down to an 8 so it doesn't rapidly boil over on me all of a sudden. Alright, this is going to be tough. Oh, these actually look like little grains of hamster pellets. Okay, there's all of them. Let's grab some of them back now. Whew, they smell too. Can you see that? This little bag is full of them. Alright, I'm starting to see the boil in here. And we're at 211, so let's bring it down to a 5 so it doesn't boil over. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this cheesecloth into a cheesecloth bag. Good fucking luck. Oh man. Yeah, if I had some kind of tie, it would work. It's too thick for the plastic tab, which I was thinking about using. Maybe if I can get it thinner. Fucking shit. That's gonna be rough. Well, actually, I don't know. And this is not required. This is just like a tip they give. It might actually work. As long as I don't jostle it around too much. Alright, hops are going in. Probably used too much cloth. That was my main problem there. Should have cut some of that off. But alright, the hops are in. The temperature looks like it's dropping, so I may have to heat it back up again. Let's put it at 7. Alright, while that registers, let me look at the chat here.
He's adding the flavoring, pretty sure. I left for a little bit. To be honest, meant to click this a while ago, but I'm enjoying it, so. Meant to click off this a while ago, but I'm enjoying it. Thanks. Ow, 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 the steam. 212. Yeah, that's about where we need it. So somewhere between a 6 and a 7 is where we need to boil it at. Time. Fuck. I'm going to put it at 57 minutes because we've already kind of been going for a bit. And at about 40 minutes-ish, I'll add the rest of the hops in for aroma, which I guess means I'm going to need another tiny bag if I'm going to try to keep them separate. And I don't want to use all the cheesecloth this time. Had too much of it before, so let me cut through this. By the way, there was a lot more text there, but I did not have a chance to look at it yet. I will get to it. I will get to all of your questions and answer them. Okay, there's the remainder of the hamster pellets. I could get some twine or string or I don't fucking know. I don't have any elastic bands. I'll figure something out. I got plenty of time. Alright, what's going on? 18 likes and 18 viewers. Nice. Just boil water to sanitize. Yep, I should do that. Is that a Doctor of Zombie kek? Yep. 212 is boiling point, Doc. So basically, if it's boiling, I'm at 212. Was that my dog? Yeah, one of them is coming in and out of the room. I am probably close to sea level. It's probably not a major difference for me. Hey, Robert Thomas, welcome. Plagued Planet, welcome. Drew Wells is sleepy. Damn, you're bigger than I thought. No, I'm a fat guy, definitely. How long do I plan on fermenting it? According to the instructions, I think it's 3 weeks. Fermentation. That's the next complicated part. Okay, it says fermentation should begin between 24 and 48 hours and last anywhere from 3 to 7 days. You will be able to tell fermentation is occurring when CO2 bubbles appear in the pitcher. Foam or krausen will develop within a couple days, then subside. Every fermentation is slightly different, but you can expect both the krausen and CO2 to be gone by day 7. On day 7, fill the airlock halfway with clean water, replace the rubber tubing with the airlock, make sure the airlock is snug onto the cap of the fermenter. Place the fermenter with airlock attached back into the cool dark area for 7 more days. While the yeast has time to mature, the airlock will let out any CO2 bubbles that may still occur. So I guess I didn't need to... Well, fine. Okay. That's like the last step, again. So it is 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, I need to have the equipment to actually put this into bottles. So that's how long I have to go and find like a microbrewing place that has, you know, some shit that I need. Basically, I just need bottles with caps. Or like I said, even a fucking cap for this thing would be fine. I'd be fine leaving it in here, making it like a 1 gallon growler. Anywho. Alright, we're on step 7. I need to figure out how to turn that into a bag that I can, you know, keep closed. Either with like not a twist tie, because I'm worried that would come apart in there. I'm not entirely excited about the plastic tab I used either, but I think that'll survive the temperature. Yeah, it's still hard, so it's fine. Also, this freaking hops floats. I don't know if that's a problem. I guess probably not. Here, I'll
I'll check the temperature, but I'm pretty sure I just need to keep it between a 6 and a 7. When it gets slow, I change it. Some kind of bug. Fly. Ow, ow, fuck. It hurts. I wish this thing was longer. It's meant to be a meat thermometer, so it's not meant to, like, hang over the side into a freaking pot. Yeah, it's still about the right temperature. It's fine. I'll just bounce it back and forth when it stops boiling.
Jacoby's back. He checked out for a minute. Longer you ferment, higher alcohol content for the most part. Are we going to have an interactive species of beer? Chew as long as there's proper food for the yeast, i.e. sugar or honey. Well, that's what he was doing earlier. Drink Grolsch beer. They have the swing hinge beer tops, great for microbrewing. Oh, okay. He was pulling the sugars out of the oats.
Yep. Yep. And now the hops are in there for flavor. And then when this is all done, I put it into the growler, the fermenter. I add the yeast to the fermenter. I hook the fermenter up to a device which lets air go out. And that's about it. That's really all there is to it. Unfortunately, this is the long waiting part without me doing anything, because other than making sure the temperature is right, I got to do shit. I've got 45 minutes of jack squat. Bye, weird guy. See you later. Will I meet up with Fit? What, like in Florida? No. He barely talks to me online, let alone the whole meeting him in Florida thing. Plus, I have, a family and children. It's just not happening. If you mean in Minecraft, we already did. We did a live stream several months ago. If I had more time, I could have joined the incursion, but it was like 500,000 blocks away from where I was. And I don't have Housemaster's cocaine queue, and I would not pay for it because I don't think it's worth it. And I only get like 1 hour a week of video game time, so it's pretty tough to get on Minecraft and really help out with something that's way bigger than you are. But I am moving. I am still playing 2B2T. I thought long and hard about it, and you really just can't quit that damn server. It's in you. It's part of you. So I'll probably wander around and look at stuff and maybe build a little bit and all the same things I've been doing for years. So, no big deal.
Chop says you don't need the airlock. You would just have to burp the mixture. The yeast that produces alcohol has to have food to stay alive and fermenting. Yep. What's with every brewing? That is with every brewing, sorry. Don't give up your cords.
My cords are already given up. Thank McNeo.
But like I said, it's not a big deal. Blocks567 says, I guess I'm here now. I guess you are, dude. I guess you are. Thought I heard something. Well, put this back at 7. What? You want to go outside. I know. I can see that. I may have to take you outside for a bit. If I do that, I'll do it right when I turn this down to 6. I'll take the dogs out, and we will just have a little intermission where you guys stare at this. And, of course, while that's happening, people will show up in the chat and be like, what's going on? Why am I just staring at a stove? Yes, you want to go out. I know. Fuck. Leave me alone. Come here. No? You're a bitch. What? Stupid dog. Oh, man. My feet are killing me. It's been a long standing night here. LOL, bad doggo. Do I like Armorsmith? I don't really have too many enemies on 2B2T, to be honest. There are certain people I would not trust with any of my information, including cords. Hell, including even little things. But I don't really have enemies. Not even people who have betrayed me. Or, just would kill me outright. I don't consider them enemies. I just
they're people I don't really trust or care to associate with. There are people I don't like, certainly, but nobody I would call out by name. And then there are some amazing people that I would trust with basically everything. So, fucking dog, Jesus, she's such a bitch. All right, this is boiling hot now, so let me drop down to 6. I'm going to take the dogs out, and I'll be back in a bit. And you guys hang out and watch my fucking stove boil for a while. Hey, Just Res, we'll be right back. 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I think I'll turn the microphone off so you don't hear me screaming at my dog. We're back. Hello. Let me bump the temperature back up because it's probably low again. Oh man, a bunch of people in chat talking, probably saying, "Where's Doc? What happened?" These things expand a bit too. These hamster pellets, the hops, of course. So now the bag I've created is kind of like swelling everywhere. All right, let's take a look at the temperature. I probably don't need to. As long as it's like gently boiling, we're in the right zone. I'm not even gonna bother. It's good. Oh man. All right. Potato moonshine. Fantastic Liam says, "What's up?" Mick Butcher says, "How does this pre-adult beverage concoction smell?" Kind of shitty. I don't know, man. It's tough to tell. It's like it's a little like oatmeal meets. Oh, question for my wife. A little like oatmeal meets like hamster bedding, but there's also like a good smell to it as well, like a bit of a sweetness. We'll see. Oh God, Plagued Planet, good stuff, but you can't live stream that. LOL. Says who? Federal government. It smells kind of sweet but bitter. Think of a sour oatmeal smell. Holy shit, Chop! That's pretty much exactly what I was describing. Kind of sweet, kind of bitter, sour. Yep. Block 567 says, "Why am I staring at a stove?" Yes, exactly. I recognize that microwave. Now I know your cords. I'm on my way. Yep. Damn it. Shit. I knew I left it open. Thanks for the pink block. Pink block? I subbed because I have a stove. He went to let his dogs out. Okay, I know. Oh, am I? Who let the dogs out? It was me. DoctrZombie did it. Doc, you got a text? Yep. That beer better end up with high alcohol content. Doc, while you were gone, I subbed because of my stove finish. This is the way it will smell before fermentation. Sorry to hear that smell. No, it's good. It's all right. Like I said, I don't expect it to smell like delicious beer tonight. I expect it to smell like delicious beer 2 weeks from now. I'm starting to wonder if that plastic tab that I'm using to hold this shut is warping, but it's still hard. I think it's just bending a bit because of how tight it's straining to keep the hops together. Not my finest moment ever, but it is what it is. Kind of stir it around here. Yeah. Okay. It's doing okay. All right. Let me check this text from my wife. Holy shit! It's a cipher. She's at a convention called Crime Con, which is about real life crime stuff. So she sent me a picture of like a letter they gave her for like a they're doing like a, what do you call it, like a murder mystery during the convention, of course. And there's a cipher in it, kind of like the Zodiac killer used to leave behind. However, it looks much more simple than that. I will have to, yes, maybe, but not right now. I'm live streaming, making beer. Okay. Told her I'd be with her in an hour or so. Next time, get some cooking sting like that used for tying rolled roasts. Yeah, string, cooking string. Yeah, definitely. That would have been smart. I didn't think about that. I thought I would grab some of the tea bags that they use at work. No laughing, you fuckers. That have like little drawstrings on. And I had to work from home more times to this week than I thought I did, so I didn't get a chance. Because that would have worked great. I would not have even needed the cheesecloth for the hops. I would have just poured them all in one of those bags, and then if I had 2 bags, perfect for the second one. All right, she's okay with me live streaming for another hour and then helping her out with the weird cipher. Alright. Might just be my imagination, but I think the water in here, the wort, is starting to look a little darker. I don't need to actually keep checking the temperature or anything. Just something for me to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and talk to you guys about my wife going to CrimeCon. Oh, you know what I can do, actually? Is throw out the rest of this trash that I don't need, which is the used cheesecloth and the grains. Would you guys like to see what the grains look like now? You might. Maybe I'll take you on another tour with the camera here. Just lift this up. Put it there, and I'll dump all this down the garbage. I think I've got enough room to take this camera for a ride all the way over to the sink. I may not. Whoop, I'm caught on something. Okay. Hold on to your stomachs. I'm going on a walking tour of Doc's house. No, this is as far as I can get. Let me actually have to pull it to you guys then. Hold on. Here. Alright, this is what the grains looked like after all the water went through them. So again, a lot like oatmeal. You can see the cheesecloth didn't do a perfect job there. And here's a close-up of the boiling pot with the bag full of hops. And over here, you can see the next bag of hops that I'm going to add for aroma, and how they look like pellets. So, alright, let me put this back up here. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's about right where it needs to be. Let me go dump this shit in the garbage. Now my house is going to smell like sour oatmeal until I take the garbage out tomorrow. New live stream, watch DoctrZombie do dishes. Subscribe for more. Hit that bell icon so you never miss another dish. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up so I can boil the funnel so I can sterilize it. I guess I could use the smaller one. I'll use the smaller one, fuck it. This has only held hot water so far, so... There, I can boil this, put the funnel in it. That will clean it, sterilize it. You know, was I supposed to put the lid on this? I think I fucking was. Shit! Stir and reduce heat to keep the hot break. No, actually, I'm supposed to turn off the heat. Yeah, no, I'm supposed to turn off the heat and put the lid on it once I've added the hops. Oh well, fuck it. I can still do that. It's only been half an hour. Alright, so in order to prevent me from having to go back between 6 and 7, 6 and 7, I'm supposed to just put the lid on it, which will keep it warm enough. My bad. I honestly don't think it matters too much. But there you go. I did that right. Dumbass. Chop says I would actually watch that. Talking about me washing dishes. You know you have a good relationship when you can text your spouse that you're live streaming making beer and they're okay with it. I did tell her I was going to do it. Merc Drake says, I had the chance to sample straight hops a few years back. I'm guessing that was horrible, because it looks and smells like hamster food. Ever seen the documentary How Beer Saved the World? If not, you should watch it. It was on Netflix. Was on Netflix, not sure if it still is. Shit, I would make my woman watch that so she could learn how to get in the kitchen and make me beer. Wow. Use cold water to fill the pot to boil. Hot water may have residue from your hot water heater. Did not know that. I will make sure to do that next time. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I don't think I've ever had residue flavor or any indication that there was residue from the hot water heater before. Plus, it's a brand new hot water heater. Like, I think they put it in order to sell the house. So, funnel in the hot water. That's kind of cool. I put the funnel in here like this, and when it started getting hot, steam started piping out the middle of the funnel. That was funny. It was like at hibachi restaurants when they light the onions on fire. All right. I gotta have another sit down. Fuck. Oh. Oh, man. I was smart enough to pass after I seen the reaction of someone else on the 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't, Merc Drake's talking about tasting hops. He passed on it. Yeah, I would have passed on it just after looking at it. I would have been like, that does not look like Tasty Times. Can I not get that? See, I'm worried about boiling this water and it damaging the plastic. So maybe I'll put it in after the water's boiling and when I turn the heat off. Again, this is a crafting funnel, not like a cooking funnel, so I don't know if it's made to the same temperature standards. So I just need to kill all the bacteria. That's all I really need. I gotta have another sit down. Fuck. DoctrZombie 2018. Oh, man. Yeah, my feet are killing me. Alright, another half hour of this. And then we pour it into the other container, add the yeast, set up the air pipe that lets the carbon dioxide out. And then we're fucking done. And then we can all go to bed. It's only 10:45 now. Another 45 minutes, I'll be done. It'll be 11:30. Yeah, probably head to bed after that. Because the kids are going to be out there God knows when. Fucking ass crack of dawn, probably. And then tomorrow, I may have a special live stream. Don't know yet. Still in the works. Trying to figure it out, but we'll see. Could happen. Actually, I add the yeast directly to the wort while it's in the pot, I guess. No, I'm sorry. No. Once the cooled wort is in the fermenter, you add the yeast. Yep. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm a dumbass. Gotta read correctly. Do not worry about... Yeah, I'm thinking maybe about lining the... Probably a smart idea to line this with the cheesecloth when I go to use it. To get out any of the remaining stuff. That would really clean it up a bit. Alright, that water's boiling. Turn the heat off. I don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. Take this off the heat. And, ooh, hot. Sanitize this. Yeah, obviously hot. Yeah, you might be able to see it on the stream when I push down, the steam comes out. Dude. If I had a whistle in there, it'd probably blow. You can probably see that real good. Yep, that's pretty cool. Alright. Now I want to flip it around. Get the bottom end too. There we go. Now that it's not being actively heated, I'm not worrying about it melting. So I can let it sit in there for a bit while it cools. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. Man. Getting close, guys. Getting real close. So this is sterilized. Inside is the most important part, I think, but that goes through this little doohickey here. Which is like a cap. Here, come closer, show you. It's like a cap with a hole in it. That goes on top of the fermenter. This tube needs to go in that fucking hole. There it goes. A real tight squeeze. My guess is it's not meant to go very far. If I look at the picture, yeah, picture doesn't really show it going past the cap. So there we go. So now I've got that hooked up. That's ready to go when I'm ready to hook it up to my fermenter after pouring the wort and yeast in. Really just preparing ahead of time here. Ugh. Yeah, no, I thought about doing like a Quiplash game while here, except that I'm using the laptop, and the laptop is shit and also doesn't have many games on it, including Quiplash. But I did think about it. It's just, I don't want to I don't want to be in the middle of a Quiplash game and have to fucking do something. I have 24 minutes left. I guess I could try. Have to download it quick and then configure the stream for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to try to do that real quick? I mean, it's not going to take me too much to just jump over here. All right, this is now sterile, so I'll put that over there. This I can now throw out. I don't need it anymore. Making a lot of dishes. One thing I do want to do while I have the time is find something for that hops. I think I have just the thing. Well, damn it. I swear I have some brown, like, thick twine somewhere that I think is probably even, like, cooking twine, like, or you know, allowed to be used for cooking. But wouldn't you know, can't fucking find it. I'm gonna have to look for something else. Oh, man. Here we go. Lots of chit-chat here. I toured Leanie's Brewery up in Chippewa Falls a while back. Still got the taste tester glass. Nice. Just shove it till it fits. She can take it. Don't risk it. That pot is sterile. Don't need to wash it. LOL. Fuck, you're right. It's not. It's fine. Here, here's what I'll do. Drop it right in there. It can dry where it should be. Boiling gets things cleaner than soap. Yep, true. Boiling gets stuff more sterile, not necessarily cleaner. That was pretty clean. Boil a poo. Boiling is good, but not as good as chemicals. Poop. They cannot survive heat, but can adapt to chemicals. Ha ha ha, chemicals. Wow. Okay. Fuck, I'm so pissed about that damn twine that I cannot find. Here we go, though. Here's another plastic tab from some potatoes. Fuck. I'll just use this. It'll fit better on this one because it's got way less cheesecloth and hops on it. So if I go ahead and roll that up the way it should be, and then turn it, and get a little more room here. Perfect. That'll hold much better than the last one. Looks like. Alright. See, this is no longer a rolling boil at all. I think maybe I should add a little more temperature to it. I've got 18 minutes, which means pretty soon I'll be adding that other bit of hops in there. In fact, 3 minutes according to this. Why don't I do that now? It was kind of a best guess anyway. Let me just take a look here at the hops bag. That tab is still holding on fine. Oh, it's much darker now. Here, I'll bring the camera in. I'll put the little hops in for, quote, aroma. I'll bring the camera in and you can see the I got stuck in the fucking thing again. You can see how much darker it is now? Like a chicken soup level dark. And there's some junk floating around in there, but I'll strain that out when I use the cheesecloth on the funnel. There we go. Perfect. McNeil, this isn't Quiplash. Just like toothpaste, MC. Steeping the hops. Yes, very good. All right, let's drop this back on like I'm supposed to. Yeah, it's looking good now. I know that it's not tasty and does not have any alcohol yet, but it's starting to look kind of like a beer. Very, very messy right now. But we're gonna fix that soon. I can actually, again, I've got like 18 minutes here to do nothing. I can actually start setting up the cheesecloth that I need here for the funnel. If I just put that in there and I pour it in nice and slow, it'll go right down in there, strain everything out. One thing I'm going to do, I'm a little off cam here, I'll bring it over here so you can see what I'm doing. Just put the cheesecloth and the funnel up top. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tape the corners down so that it doesn't fall in on me and do God knows what, like go all the way into the fucking bottle. Tape. Let me go find some tape. You guys just hang out here, watch the pot boil. now I've got another problem. I got another thing that is not where it should be, which is the tape. I did find the scissors. They were outside. Fuck, where would the tape be? Whoop, stop. We did that already. Where would the tape be? Not in the kitchen, obviously. Give me a couple more minutes while I look for it. There we go. Now it's on. Not the tape I was looking for, but any tape in a storm. Alright. Go ahead and tape the cheesecloth to the outside of the funnel, which will prevent it from moving and falling in and letting a bunch of grains in like I did with the other cheesecloth. Alright, so can this still? No. I'll put one more down anyway. Okay. That ought to do it. Nice. Very nice. Yes, you probably saw this is a shoe-shaped tape dispenser. I'm married. That's my excuse. Dr. Wifey wanted it for some kind of Christmas or birthday or something like that.
Irish whiskey equals potatoes and river water. We need to give him labels for his beer. Someone who can do that, get on that. A giant RimWorld caribou is all he needs for a label. Yes, very much. That would work. Hello, Alex. Alex Vosk. You could just plug the hole of the funnel with the cheesecloth and let it filter through all of the cheesecloth. Yeah, no, that would work. But I think it would be really slow. I don't want to spend all night waiting for it to fucking drip down, especially when I got to keep pouring it over and over and over. I don't have any rubber bands, oddly enough. Rubber bands, that works too. Super glue, staples. Staples.
No, we're good. I got the tape.
All right. 12 more minutes, and then it's all done brewing. And we can finally pour it. Well, first we gotta put it into the ice water, which I'll get around to making in about 10 minutes or so. Got a bag of ice. I don't have a ton of ice. It's just gonna have to do. It'll cool down pretty quickly. No rubber band, use cock ring. Yeah, maybe that might fit. Around the top of a funnel. Nice. So, this was fun. I cannot imagine ever being able to do it again, just based on the fact that I have children and they do not allow dads to have hobbies. So I don't think I'll be doing this more than once. Until I'm older, and once the kids are more fucking well behaved, then maybe I'll be able to spend more time doing this, but we'll see. I'm anxious to try it. I'm excited. 2 weeks. Some of you might know that I was trying to learn the guitar as well. Basically, for Christmas, my wife got me 3 different hobbies, and one of which was the guitar, one of which was the brewing kit here. I can't remember the third one, unfortunately. Those were like the 2 main ones that I remember. And I haven't learned the guitar either. No time to follow along YouTube videos on how to learn. I learned how to do like a couple basic strums and keys, and that was about it. It's been 4 months. So 5 months now, actually. Don't know that that's ever going to happen, but I have it. And so if I ever want to do it, I just gotta, put my mind to it and get on with it, do the thing. Oh man, here we go. Holy shit, good one. Cylinder slime ball, back Velcro. Use condoms with like they are rubber bands. Try science fair project. Do what my dad did. Literally force us to do the hobby with you. Let me rephrase. He made us do the hobby with him. I am tired. Cook meth. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Be like, shut the fuck up, kids. Hand me that bag of hops. For 3 hours, though. Holy shit. Well, more than 2 hours. No, I don't really want them around for that long. They get real hyper. Oh shit! It's finally happening, guys. I'm getting tired. Ugh. Yeah, definitely gonna turn in after this. The only game I can even think of anymore is Sea of Thieves and how delicious it was. But I do not have time to play that. Certainly, and it's getting a little late. 9 minutes left, and then it'll probably be done 10 to 20 minutes after that, and then we can all celebrate. Do hobbies like cook meth with your kids. I can hear it kind of bubbling on the side here. That's good. It's this gentle rolling boil. Not too bad. It was your first time. It gets faster and easier when you get your first time under your belt. Really? Because it seems like I still have to cook it for 2 hours. That 60 minutes each thing is not going to change. I mean, I guess it might take exactly 2 hours or like maybe an hour or 2 hours and 10 minutes. But yeah, no, Saluide, it takes forever. Holy fuck, beer takes a long time. Yeah, this is just the preparing the stuff to be fermented for 2 weeks part. It does take a long time. Makes you appreciate the next cold one. I should fucking crack open a cold one. Yeah, I guess I could do that. It's one beer. I'm almost done here. Just sip a couple tasty bits. Alright, this next beer, I'm not a huge fan of, but I was kind of suckered into buying it from that Grapes and Hops place. This is Tropical and Tart, Avery Brewing Co. It's called LITECOIN Kepolo. It's fucking Hawaiian. LITECOIN Kepolo. Yeah, I'll hold up the can. There it is. It is a Belgian-style white ale brewed with spices and passion fruit added. And I don't like it. I don't really like the spices and the passion fruit in my beer. I think I prefer beer flavor. But cheers. Oh, God. It's sour. Like fucking drinking a lemon. Yeah, no thanks. Ugh. I have to drink 4 more of those. If known you were teaching beer making, I wouldn't have played Mine Texas and drank 2 bottles of sake. Well, it doesn't sound like you did a bad choice, honestly. I wasn't teaching so much as learning. I was learning it. I can cook minute rice in 58 seconds now. Nice. Once you know the process, the times don't change, but you won't have to babysit it. Weren't you supposed to leave the stove off? Yeah, but it started getting colder in there, and I wanted to turn it back on. It's fine. It's not it's barely a rolling boil, which is what it's supposed to be. 6 minutes left. Open some Coronas and call it even. Yeah, wish I had some Coronas. Spices suck. A good wheat beer is good, but screw the spices. Yeah, I definitely agree. Dr. Wifey, what are you doing in my kitchen? No! The jig is up, people! Scram! Scram! I told you what I was doing. I'm making beer. It takes forever, and it's kind of tedious, but apparently it gets easier. And I'm almost about to go to the last couple steps here, so... Alright. I don't want to pour it directly from this into the funnel, because I know I'm going to fuck that up. Well, maybe not.
I was going to use this, but then I'd have to sterilize it. It's already too late for that. So I'm just gonna pour it from this once it cools into the fermenter directly into the funnel. So, all right, 4 minutes left. Let's start getting the cold water situation over here so we can cool down our brew. Actually in there right? Yeah, I guess it is. Oh man, I'm catching up here on the chat. Ha, run, hurry up, you need to decode my thing. Oh crap, my face when Dr. Wifey's not mod. Decode, not decide. I see decide it. Make prison line from a toilet. I have funnels. Put her in timeout so she doesn't disrupt boys' night. Someone be prepared to call 911 when he burns himself. No, I did all the bad stuff already. All the painful parts are over. These are the last 3 ice cubes I got in the house. I hope that's cold enough. Yeah, that should be good, I think. It's a couple, maybe more. It needs to be deep because it's got to cover at least the amount of wort in the pot. 2 minutes left. It smells like sour oatmeal in the house, dear. And now you're drinking Hawaiian beer. Yeah, no, I don't like this. It's bad. Do not purchase unless you're into really shitty, weird, passion fruit spice beers. Yeah. I should have gone for the fucking knockoff Jack Daniels. Alright, that's good enough. That's high enough. Let me hide all the other things I've been using that my wife doesn't know about, like the thermometer. And her crafting scissors, because I couldn't find the other scissors because I left them outside. Alright, 1 more minute. Shit beer is what you drink after you're already drunk, so you don't care what it tastes like. Yeah, but the other beers are 9% alcohol by volume, and they knocked me on my ass. So I didn't want to drink a beer that was knocking me on my ass. My crafting scissors, you're crossing a line. It's because I left the other scissors outside. I found them. They're here. I got the good scissors now. See? I only needed them to cut up the cheesecloth that I bought. Connor says, is the meth ready yet? Well, I forgot they were there. Honey, sweetie. you killing my buzz? She's just joking. 45 seconds. Looking good. I'm going to take the lid off. I don't think I need it anymore. Now, I suppose I leave those bags in there until I go to pour it into the fermenter. I've got the tube all set up, and then I have to dip it into a cup. The other end of the tube literally goes into a cup full of water. So I'll probably put that, because I don't want to like fucking spill the water. I'll probably put it on the counter for a day or two. Then move it. It has to stay, the entire apparatus needs to stay somewhere that's between 64 and 68 degrees, which is colder than my house is set at. And definitely colder than it is outside. So it's actually going to be too fucking hot for this. But the nights do get into the 50s, which it shouldn't do either. Alright. Off she goes. That's a problem. Okay. It's actually a little too deep. And it's attempting to float on top. And if I push it down, it will actually go under. So I need to empty a little bit of this water out. Just enough to get the pot to rest on the bottom. Not quite. Still bouncing around. Although, I could just let it bounce around. It's not as if it's going to fall over. I guess I'll just let it bounce around for a bit. Now I got to drop the temperature there down to 70. Where's the instructions over here? Down to 68 to 72. And that's what it needs to go in here at. So, actually need that thermometer again. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it's still steaming, so it's obviously going to be too hot. I can just bounce around in the water. That works. Alright, we're at 132 still. My wife is enjoying herself, isn't she? Doc, blink twice if you're okay. Blink 3 times if you want me to put her in timeout. Last time she used them was 9 months ago. No, she uses the crafting scissors pretty often. The meat temp thermometer we haven't used since I think Thanksgiving. But that's what it's for, you know. This will take time, Quiplash. He did not blink, he's not okay. I'm fine, relax. It's not going to take that long. It's sitting in an ice bath. It's going to take, what, 5 minutes maybe? I hope. I hope it doesn't take too long. Fuck, that'd be annoying. Besides, you can't let it get too cold, so I have to monitor it. Well, it is at 148, so that's going to take a little while. It looks like chicken soup. Ugh. Okay. That's it, man. The next thing is to pour it into the funnel, put a cap on the fermenter, and you're done. And it said if for some reason I don't have enough of the beer, I can fill the rest of the fermenter up with cold tap water. I think it said specifically like sterile water or something, but that's what I've got. I'll be fine, unless I miss a bunch. Darren S. says, I miss wifey on Minecraft. Yeah, she's not really a huge Minecraft fan, even after we did our series. She was enjoying filming it and recording it and uploading it and stuff, but really, Minecraft's not her thing. She does like Splatoon 2. So, she'll be happy to live stream Splatoon 2 for everybody. I don't even know if that server is up anymore. Oxymoron's 2B2T server. I don't think it is. I think last time I checked it was down. But, well, you know, it is what it is. Add more ice for quicker cool time. Except that I'm all out of ice. So, rip. You know it's down. Yeah, I figured it was down. I didn't think he could afford to keep it up for much longer. Maybe I should look at this cipher while I wait. So let me download it first off. Maybe I should share it with everybody in Discord. They all can work on it. I could do that, right? Am I allowed to share it with people who are not at the convention? You did. Got a bunch of messages on the Discord. I don't know if she's still watching. She may have left. Hey, Nemi. Welcome to the stream. Wow. Late arrival. I'll join you on Sea of Thieves if you let me know when you're next on. It won't be tonight because I'm definitely going to bed after this. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. Because the person that I am going to, or trying to do something with hasn't really responded yet. Or rather said they were going to check and find out and then get back to me. Maybe. It's a possibility. I'm going to put it that way. Here, I'm going to put this this cipher that we're supposed to solve on the Discord chat if you guys want to take a look at it, if you're into that sort of thing. Oh man, there's fucking flags everywhere on Discord. I'm not going to check those right now. Then it'll be live streaming, watching DoctrZombie check his messages. Notification. Nimby didn't get a notification? Lame. DM it to me, Doc. McNeil, you're in my Discord. You can look. It's there. You're not in my Discord? I thought for sure you went back in. Somebody said you were there. Maybe somebody lied. Said they were McNeil, but they're not. Fuckers. Alright, let's check the temp. See how it's doing. I see the steam is slowed down significantly. We're at 108. And, ooh. The water is really cold at the bottom and really hot at the top. So I'm going to stir it up a bit. Don't get it in the pot. Help cool it down a little faster. Yeah, there we go. That'll help. Actually smells more aromatic now than it did when it was boiling. Like I could smell the hops. Nice. Oh, 103, 102. It's dropping fast. We're only 30 degrees away. Wish I had more ice. Maybe I can get some ice packs and throw it in the water. It's not going to be the same. Won't diffuse as easily. Holy shit, we still have Thin Mints in here. Oh man. My wife is still in chat. She's gonna be pissed when she finds out I'm gonna eat those later. I'm gonna eat the Thin Mints. Oh no, she's still here. No, I'm not eating the Thin Mints. Okay, internet on phone died because I'm in a hotel back now. Yeah, that's lame. I don't know if you can connect to the Wi-Fi. Maybe. Holy shit, you just gave away your snack that wasn't there. Don't eat those Thin Mints. Try to stop me. I should get the Thin Mints out and just sit here like, so minty. That would be fucking hilarious. I did get something to force the children to try that you're probably not going to like. Let me go get it for you. Now it's just a live stream of DoctrZombie teasing his wife about what he does when she's out of town. Oh yeah, you're going to love this. Let me just make all this noise over here in the corner of the kitchen. Just to torment you. Actually, everybody else in the channel is probably going to have an opinion on this as well. Alright, you ready? Here we go. Easy cheese from a can. Yes! It's a cheese cracker sandwich. So tasty. The hotel Wi-Fi stopped working on her phone. Do it, I dare you. Yeah, no, I haven't had that in fucking... It's got to be like 10 years. Gave it to all the children. You can guess which one liked it and which one didn't, but I'm enjoying it. I even got the American flavor because I figured that would be the least objectionable to them. Only the middle child enjoyed it. He was like, yeah, it's good. It is good. Delicious. Stuck to my teeth now, though. Some guy did some calculations on the number of diamonds in Minecraft that are possible. Huge numbers. Yeah, I think that was Anthem, actually, who recently did a absolutely amazing video about 2B2T, which if you haven't seen it, you should definitely see it. It was well done, well done. But I think it was Antvenom. Antvenom's videos don't really appeal to me that much. It's like, what can we do with the extreme versions of Minecraft? How do we, go all the way to the edge and break things? And it's like, I don't give a fuck. But that's kind of like 2B2T players do. Oh, it was from Game Theory. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It was from Game Theorist. See, I knew I'd seen it, so I assumed it was Antvenom, but you're right. It was actually Game Theorist that did it. Which is an excellent channel you should definitely watch. Today, my children often get YouTube taken away as a punishment because they are bad and they love YouTube. Therefore, if they're bad, I can take away YouTube and it hurts them. But today they were being pretty good, and I don't like the things they watch on YouTube. They're annoying garbage because they're kids. But I do like when I have things that they like also. So I put on Jelly's Marble Runs, the Winter Marble Olympics. And it's just marbles doing Olympic things. And they loved it. And I was like, finally, a show that they can watch that doesn't make me cringe. Hey, there you go. McNeo donated $5. How much easy cheese can you fit in your mouth straight from the can? Let's see. Oh, God, no, I have cholesterol problems. That $5 will not cover the cost of the hospital. Oh, man. Plus, it wouldn't taste good. It only tastes good with crackers. 93 degrees. We have slowed down significantly in the cooling of this thing. I think it might be time to, run some cold water into the sink. Shit, I have to try to get more water in here without accidentally getting it in the pot. There we go. I'll do the cheese thing because McNeil donated. Give me a minute. We're at 82. 82 degrees now. Getting close. It's got to be at, what, 72, I think it said? Alright. McNeil wants me to chug some easy cheese, so let's see what I can do. I don't think I'm going to fill my mouth with it, but I'll do a bunch. The numbers were skewed a bit because he kept adding in extra settings. Yeah. Yeah, that is a heart attack in a can. Alright, here we go. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What? There's so much cheese! Oh, God, so much cheese! Oh. Oh. No regrets. Oh, God. Oh, actually, I'm full of regrets. That was way too much cheese. Whew. He's laughing. An hour's almost up. You got 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's cooling as fast as it can. I'm doing it, babe. Relax. I'll get to a paper. I gotta fucking wipe my face while the cheese is stuck in my beard. I did send it to the Discord, so if people there want to help me solve it, that'd be helpful. My wife would appreciate it. You're going to make Danielle throw up, so gross. Oh yeah, it'd be better if it was cheddar. It's American, which is probably like the least good easy cheese flavor. Ugh. The crackers helped. Now the beer is going to wash it down. Oh man. What does a 34-year-old dad do when his wife's out of town? Eat easy cheese and drink beer? Fact. I'll be sure to get you a nice transparent PNG of that for later. Yeah, I'd actually, that'd be really funny. Maybe even a new emoji. Don't die, Doc. Yeah, Dr. Wifey would really appreciate it if you guys took a look at her cipher in the DoctrZombie Discord, the link of which is in the description of this video. That looks like my friend's whack-ass writing. I'll give it a shot, too, when I'm done here, which shouldn't be too much longer. 79, getting real close. Let me put some more cold water in here. Fuck! Right. The stupid thing came out, and now it's not holding any water. There we go. I'm going to take the hops bags out now too. Mostly because I can see green shit coming out. And I don't want that in the actual beer here. They're no longer floating either. I wonder if that's because the temperature changed. Kind of weird. Yeah, the plastic did warp. That worries me. I did not want the plastic to warp. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's see here. Still at 78 degrees. And it'll be dropping down a little bit. I wish I had more ice cubes. It'd be done if we had more ice cubes. Hey Shane, welcome dude. Making some beer tonight. 68 to 72 was your temp field to shoot for, yep. Martin Quevedo, cheers. Shane says, are you drunk yet? I've only had one to drink. I was making it. Oops, starting to float away on me. 78 degrees. Let's clean up these hops. Disgusting, gross bags. Come on, just gotta drop a couple more degrees here, fuck. Yeah, no, I believe it was 68, 72, yep. Once it's at that range, then we can pour it through the funnel into here, pop the cap on, put it into a cup of water, which I've got over here. I'll just do that right now. And then we'll be done. Unfortunately, it's taking forever to get those last fucking 8 degrees out. I would really like to help my wife with that cipher. it seems like a fun time. I used to make them when I was in school, like high school. Trying to clean a spot here on the counter. My not at all upgraded counters. Fucking douchebag. I'm still mad about. Okay, there we go. Got some space now. I'm all out of camera even. Sorry about that. Not that everybody really needs to see my bald head. Where's the webcam? I've got it up on... hold on. Back. This. I've attached it to the top of the cabinet so it can point down here at the stove. And there's, you know, everybody. So, here, honey, you can see, well, you can't because the webcam won't go. Kind of looks like chicken soup in there. But it smells more like sour oatmeal. Oatmeal that's gone bad. Oh, God. What's my favorite beer brand? Stella Artois is probably my favorite. Although I like a variety of Pilsners and wheat ales. And I'm sure that I've had better beers, but that's the only one I remember really enjoying. I also like Smithwick's, a red Irish ale. That one's pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of... I'm pretty... As long as it's not an IPA, I'll try it and probably enjoy it. But this one definitely falls under the do not fucking drink bin because it tastes like shit. Don't add a bunch of shit to your beer. Let a beer be a beer. Let a apple cider taste like fruit and spices. 75. God, so close. So close. Let me stir up the water here. The water's definitely cold enough to drop it lower than 75. It's just got to get lower. Shit. And honestly, if I had one more bag of ice, this would be done. 77. See, it went up actually because I stirred it around. And the only reason I have to wait for it to get to 72 is because the yeast needs it to be at a specific temperature to get old. It's kind of like growing a plant from a seed. My wife's calling. Yes, dear. I know, but it's taking longer than it should, sweetie. I know, but it's taking longer than it should, sweetie. What do you want me to do? Alright. How long are you going to be awake? Okay. It'll be done soon. Love you, dear. Bye. Guys, you gotta help me out. My wife's going crazy. She wants me to finish that cipher. I don't know enough about ciphers. You gotta help me. No, seriously. Get on my Discord. Figure out who the killer is. Alright, maybe if I find some other frozen stuff to shove in there. Something strawberries. Chicken soup. I don't think I have any ice cream. No, because if I saw something that should be bad. Alright, I'm going to say it's close enough pretty soon because this is ridiculous. Like, I add more cold water to it and the temperature goes from 77 to 81. going in the wrong fucking direction. Yeah, I already added every ice pack that I have. Put it on the concrete floor in the basement. We don't have a basement, we have a crawl space. Washington was a prolific brewer, you know that? Most of them were, I think. Put your wife. Wow, rude, dude, rude. All right. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. This is as cold as it's gonna get. Honestly, I can't get it any colder than this for some reason. Okay, so let's move to the next job here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this pot out of here, put it on the side for now. I'm gonna empty the rest of this water, and I'm gonna put these ice packs back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to real carefully pour this mixture, this concoction, into the funnel lined with cheesecloth to filter out any remaining sediment. Yeah, it's working real good. It's going through fast. The cheesecloth is mostly staying put, although apparently I should have put tape on all four sides because that one is still moving. That's going right in there. Great. I thought this would take a long time because of the other cheesecloth problem. Apparently not. Apparently it's going through perfect. Oh yeah. And there's all the gross stuff at the bottom that got mixed in accidentally. Hop residue and fucking beer grains. Oh man, this looks great. It kind of looks like orange juice mixed with pineapple juice. But I do need to add a little additional water because it is not high enough. So, can I actually reach this? Yes, I can. Perfect. Oh. Now we're having trouble sinking through because of all the hop residue clogging up the cheesecloth. It is pouring out slowly, but it's going. Okay. Actually, I better stop that now. Oof, that was close. It almost overflowed. Awesome. Yeah, let me show you what's left in here. This is some of the sediment that we had to filter out. It's green, so it's mostly hops. Alright. Smells like a hamster cage. That's done. Boom. Now, this is what you're waiting for. Look at this beauty. Let me put that right up here. I'll give you guys a quick close-up after I pop on the cap, which I left over here. Oh no! I can't pop on the cap yet. I need to add the yeast. There we go. It's a tiny little packet of little grains of sand here. Let me grab this. I don't know if you can even see this, but there you go, kinda. If you guys haven't seen yeast before, I don't really know how often you get a chance to see yeast, but it basically looks like little tan sand grains. Fuck, I'm stuck on the dishwasher. There. Nope, not there. There. Let me pour that carefully into here. Now yeast is like a live creature, sort of. Fungus, kind of? I don't know. Basically, it needs all of that delicious sugar that we filtered out of the grains to live. And I'm supposed to shake it up a bit to get that yeast to sink in there. There it goes, down to the bottom. Sort of. It's mostly still floating. But I gotta like really shake it up, but I don't wanna. There we go. That's getting it in there. Gotta get that yeast mixed in real good. Okay. And then put the cap on it. Twist that around until it works. Come on. There we go. Fuck. Gotta actually move this around. There! Nice and tight. Get a close-up of the beer. There it is. Awesome, we did it. It took 3 hours, easily. Fuck, yeah, we started about 8:50. It took 3 hours to do. And then when the yeast eats the sugar, it'll make carbon dioxide and alcohol. Carbon dioxide will come out the top, and it's going to come out the tube, which is going to come out of a bottle of water that I've got in the other corner of the house here. Because you don't want to contaminate the tube with anything bacterial that'll cause problems. Maybe tilt this a little bit to show the corner here. So that's where I'm going to be keeping that for a few days. At least till the wife gets home, because she probably will want me to move it right away. And then I'll find a better spot for it. Alright! That's it. I think I'm done, and I'm positive my wife would like me to help her with this cipher, because she has said so directly. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for dropping by, watching me make the Hoofed Menace, our first beer, which is a direct reference to our RimWorld live streams. If you haven't seen those, you definitely should, because they're amazing. Let's wrap it up as quickly as possible then. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for subscribing. And thanks for the donations, guys. You got to see me fill my mouth with cheese. Let me take a quick look at the chat here, because I've been ignoring it for a long time. World record brewing stream, 2 weeks of fermentation. Just have some also. Where's the webcam? Yep, did that. What is your favorite beer brand? American Constitution. Yep. Okay, so these were all things I already saw. We don't have a basement. Yep, mentioned that. DM crypto thing yeah, I'll get it to you, dude. I'll do that right after I leave here. That's the good shit. This is still going on. Nice. Now a dark room, a closet maybe. Yeah, it does need to be dark, doesn't it? The yeast will die in the light. I'm going to have to hide it in some darkness. Blocks says, bye, Doc. This is great learning and watching experience tonight. Bye, Doc. Yeah, I learned a lot. Thanks, guys. Good stuff, Doc. Thank you. Plague Planet. I like pots. Wow. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to go put that somewhere dark. And I'll probably just move it into the corner there. It's pretty dark there. And I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow night, probably. Do a live stream. We'll see what it's going to be, though. Not sure yet. Up in the air. Now I'm going to go help my wife with a thing. So I'll see you next time. Bye.